You see this? This is the face of a woman who doesn't realize exactly how many skincare products she uses until she puts them all in one place and is like, whoa. Alright, so you guys have been requesting my skincare routine ever since I did my PMD review video and then my progress update because, I mean, honestly, 4 or 5 months ago, my skin was not the skin it is now, but I haven't really switched over many of those skincare products since then. The only thing I changed using was the PMD. So I thought I would let you guys know what my skincare routine is and just walk you through it. So let's begin with my skincare routine. And I think first off, I'm just gonna start with my nighttime routine. I know that's a little odd, but that is the routine that I do the most stuff in. So let's begin. One habit I have is I always take showers at nighttime. I only wash my hair I guess 2 to 3 times a week, and I will shower more than that. But generally, if I can, I will step in the shower just to be able to scrub my face. First thing I do though is I wipe up as much of my makeup off my face as possible with these Epielle green tea wipes. I actually get these from Big Lots and they are cheap. They're like, I think this big pack of them with 60 is like $2. There's smaller packs that are only $1. So these are really cheap. I go through like 1 bag of these a month, maybe less, I don't know, but it's cheap. Face wipes for $2, maybe $3, I don't know. But anyways, they're green tea, so they're really nice. If I'm wearing waterproof mascara, I might add a little bit of extra virgin coconut oil to my lash line and let that sit for a minute, and then I continue to wipe with one face wipe that I use up each night with these. So that's how I take all my makeup off. After that, most nights I will just wash my face with this Mary Kay clarifying cleansing gel. It's got 2% salicylic acid, and I prefer to use this most of the time when I wash my face because it is just gel. It lathers up, doesn't have any beads in it, it's just simple gel. It's medicated with 2% salicylic acid, so it's not super strong, but it's got something in there for acne. And what I will do is I will always use one of these, you know, face brushes, which I like to call the poor woman's Clarisonic. And I will usually buy one of these every 1.5 to 2 months because they start going bad and you can tell, like, because the glue will change colors, so this one's overdue to be switched out. You can get one of these at CVS for usually $2 to $3. So I use these almost every morning and every night except for when I do some other things. As a lot of you know, I do my PMD Microdermabrasion once a week, and if you want to hear me talk about that a little bit more, I will link my videos below. But basically, I do this every week, almost on the same night of the week, like clockwork. It takes about 10 minutes of my time, and I just strip all my dead skin off, so it's great. But that is a significant part of my skincare routine, so I just wanted to throw that in there so you guys knew. So aside from my regular gel cleanser, I also use this Lush Ocean Salt Scrub. It's for your face and body. It's got like big salt in it. It smells like lime vodka. It's got grapefruit, all sorts of stuff. Basically, it is just a great exfoliant for my face, and it's so coarse I only use it about once a week, maybe twice. And I will also only use this in between using my PMD. I won't use this right around that time because that's too much exfoliation. So say I'll use my PMD on a Wednesday, I might use this on a Friday or Saturday night. So I always use this once a week, and I always use my PMD once a week if I'm not using my gel cleanser. After I cleanse my face, after I've got out of the shower or washed my face over the sink, the next step is to tone, and you want to do this as quickly as possible after you've gotten water on your face and cleansed it, because you want to be able to tone and then moisturize so that you can lock in the water that you've put on your face and the ingredients from the cleanser. So very quickly, within like 5 to 10 minutes, I try to do it within 5 minutes of washing my face. That's why I wash my face last in the shower. I will go ahead and tone, and I usually use this Biore blemish fighting astringent. I've only been using this the last 5 or 6 months, but it seems to work great. Before, it was a bit too harsh for my face. That was all like drying up and oily at the same time from so much acne. But since my skin is more balanced now, this seems to work really well, and it also tones pores. If your skin is a little bit dry and sensitive, sometimes I use the Dickinson's Witch Hazel Pore Perfecting Toner, but I haven't had to use that for like 2 months just about. Like, I'll go back and forth between the two, but this one's definitely more toning with my pores, like making them smaller. This one does the job as well, and this one would probably be more of the recommendation for sensitive skin. When I tone my pores, I always use these cotton discs that I keep in this little Mama Jamma thing here that I got from eBay for like $5, and I do not use the coarse ones. I only use like soft, smooth cotton pads because I don't want to be like grinding toner into my skin. I used to use those because I thought I needed the ones that had the texture on them, but I just think they're too much if your cleansers are doing their job anyways. So I would go for a gentle pad. That's just what I recommend, and I love this little container I have to hold them. Since it's at nighttime and my face is all toned, the next step I will do is add a spot treatment for acne if I have any places that are breaking out. Usually it will be like here or here, which I can actually feel two very little ones that I'm getting rid of right now. This is the Mary Kay Clear Proof Acne Treatment Gel. It's got 5% benzoyl peroxide in it, so it doesn't have the max amount, but it at least has a significant amount in it. I know a lot of people might not know this, but Proactiv is highly benzoyl peroxide based, and I don't actually like that. That's most of what their skincare line is focused around. I feel like benzoyl peroxide is more suitable for just spot treatment because I've read a lot of studies that say your skin and the bacteria in it and acne will develop a resistance to benzoyl peroxide, and that's why some people will get magically beautifully clear skin on Proactiv. I know I did, and then after 6 months to a year it will just go out the window. Everything that was great about your skin, it was even better before you tried Proactiv, it will get worse. And I think that's what I went through, is my skin developed a resistance to benzoyl peroxide just from using it in almost every product. So that's why I only spot treat with benzoyl peroxide right now. The next thing I do is use the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Accelerator Serum. And I researched a lot of different retinol type serums, and this one had a lot of great reviews. And the best thing about it is it's actually retinol SA instead of retinol A, which means it's a less potent form of retinol, which can be kind of burning on your skin. Retinol A and retinol SA are both known to help reduce wrinkles, but they're also originally formulated to help reduce acne, and this didn't really occur to me till some people were recommending it. So I really love using this. The first 2 times I used it and put it on my face, I could feel a very subtle burn, but then I never felt that again. So I really do think this works great, and it does help brighten my skin chemically. What it does is it increases the cell turnover rate, so your skin is healing faster and other things like that. So if you are struggling with acne, or if you just want your skin to have a higher healing rate or things like that, or if you want to reduce, you know, aging, then, because that's what this is for, then I would definitely recommend this Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Serum. From what I've read, it's one of the best ones out there. Unfortunately, it is $22, which is expensive for the drugstore, but oh my god, walk in an Estee Lauder counter and prepare to feel thankful, because their serums are like $85. Okay, after I've done all that stuff, put on my serum, acne treatment, I need to moisturize before I go to bed, and what I will use is this Benefit Triple Performing Emulsion, Facial Emulsion. It's oil-free, and it's got SPF 15 in it, which doesn't really mean much to me, but I will say that I've used this for several years, and I do feel like it gives your skin a more luminous glow. When I go without it, I just notice a difference. So I think this is really great. It smells good. It's kind of expensive though, so I always buy it in a Christmas kit, and then it will last me several more months. So I really like this. Since my under eyes are a part of my face, I figured I would just cover this. I usually use the Benefit It's Potent Eye Cream, and a lot like the moisturizer, I like to try to get them in a kit together, you know, around a holiday or something like that. Usually you only end up paying like the price of one full-size product, then maybe a little bit more, and you get both. So I'm always looking out for a deal to snatch them up. I'm almost completely out of this. Anyways, this is just a great under eye, subtly brightening eye cream. It's really thick, and it does last for several months, so I just think it's really great, and I thought I would share that with you. Now that I've told you about my nighttime routine, let me talk to you a little bit about my morning routine, which isn't terribly different, but we'll go over that, and then I'll discuss a few more little habits and tips for you. So in the morning when I wake up, I use that same cleanser as mentioned before, the Mary Kay gel cleanser, and then I use this scrubby brush and I run this over my face, not a lot, and every time I wash my face I always pat it dry before I tone. In the morning I use the same toner, the Biore one with cotton balls, and I let that sink in for 25 to 30 seconds. After that I will use this Mary Kay oil-free moisturizer that I mix with my Benefit moisturizer at nighttime, and sometimes I will combine it with this simple lightweight moisturizer because it has a little bit of SPF in it, or I'll just use this on its own. Mainly I love this one more. I just love the way it feels. I'm less likely to oil up as much when I use this, so I really like it. I do not typically put on the Neutrogena serum in the morning. I just don't think it's necessary. It's one more layer before my makeup. There have been sometimes I have, if I'm like, I'm not gonna wear makeup today, so I'll just put this on, but mainly it's a nighttime thing. And then also before I put on my moisturizer, I use the Clear Proof as well, every morning and night. Alright, now that we've discussed some of the products I use, or all of them really, for my routine, I was gonna talk to you a little bit about face masks. There is one that is like a cucumber peel mask that you get from Walgreens, and I think it was by the brand that does the mint julep mask. I used that for a long time, and I noticed that every time I use it I always get little bumpy acne on my skin, even though it makes my skin brighter and feel nice, so I completely stopped using that, even though it smells really great and I love the cucumber scent. But the masks that I have been using, and this one for a couple months, is the the Braised Honey Fresh Face Mask from Lush. It's got herbs, spices, ground almonds, and it polishes your skin, and it's got honey in it, of course. But it's supposed to give your skin a more revitalized, less tired feel. And I do really love it. The unfortunate thing is, when you buy these, they're only good for 2 to 3 weeks at a time, but they are like $5.95, so it's not too bad. But when I can get up north to the bigger mall, I go to Lush and I get this, and I love to use it, and I put it on a couple times a week. Okay, since we've talked about all the skincare products I used, I do still want to give you some tips and recommendations that have helped me, and I do want to say you can follow everything to a T and do someone else's skincare routine, but it still might not work for you, unfortunately, or there might be 1 or 2 things in your life that are hanging you up a bit. If you don't clean your pillowcases every week in the washer, a recommendation I have to reduce acne is to lay a fresh, clean towel on top of your pillowcase, and then at nighttime you won't be getting all the oils and germs from previous days on your face, because I notice a lot of the time I break out a ton on this side, and I feel like that has a ton to do with my pillowcase. I don't clean it very often. I mean, I do, but I don't as much as I should. And I notice that when it's cleaner, I'm likely to see less acne. And I know this might sound like common sense. Don't touch your face as much as possible, or always wash your hands or your makeup brushes. Wash them as much as possible. I may not wash my powder brushes every week or so, but anything that's like a liquid foundation brush, I wash that every other usage, or even every usage. If it's a Real Techniques one, they're really easy to pop in the sink, and use Dawn dish soap and wash them off really quickly. And since I've been doing that and being really like religious about it, I have seen a lot less acne too. And I've been doing that for over a year. So, I mean, the PMD really helped a lot of things, but also your habits can help a lot as well. So, I could do a whole separate video on acne tips, because I could just, if I sat down, I could come up with a ton for you. But part of it really is your tips, and then but part of it really is your habits and your routine, and then part of it is the products you're using or what's going on with your skin. Are you stressed? Because girl, I know I am. But yeah, so I've been really stressed out for a long time, and I just didn't think my skin was gonna get any better, but here it is now. I'm wearing makeup now, obviously I filmed a video, but my skin is so much better than it was. As you guys can see in my last PMD update, it was so bumpy and not so smooth, and now it's just like butter, like Barbara Streisand would say. It feels like a butter. I can't even begin to stress how much I know how upsetting acne can be. especially when you feel like, you know, I wash, tone, exfoliate, and moisturize like clockwork the way I should, and I still wake up looking like a freaking pizza. I totally relate to that, okay? So if you guys feel that way, go ahead and try out some of my tips if you like, or try some of these products and let me know how they work for you. Or if you are someone who struggled with it before and you have something to say, something great to recommend, let people down below know, because people are always searching for, you know, skincare recommendations, and I really do appreciate them when you guys leave tips, so I thank you for that. Anyways, my voice is like getting a little hoarse, and I don't know why, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you later. Bye.